In the episode that aired on Wednesday, September 26th, 2024, Taylor made everyone around her question her true state. She expressed that her time was limited and at the same time declared that she did not need a man in her life. These words were not simply a statement of personal independence, but they seemed to contain deeper meanings. Taylor asserted that all she needed was Thomas, Steffi, and the grandchildren, but she did not seem to share the whole truth about what was really going on in her heart. Steffi, who was always very sensitive to the changes around her, did not notice anything unusual in her mother's words this time. Perhaps it was because Steffi was too focused on her own life, or perhaps it was because Taylor was skillful in hiding her true feelings. But one person who noticed the difference in Taylor's behavior was Ridge, who could not help but notice that something was wrong. Their relationship is not only an emotional connection, but also a deep understanding of each other's psychology and emotions. Ridge recently witnessed Taylor's worried and serious expression when she talked to Lee on the phone. This made him wonder, what is really going on with Taylor? These expressions, along with Taylor's frequent mention of her limited time, made Ridge increasingly suspicious that Taylor was hiding a health secret. Could Taylor's words be an indirect way for her to inform her loved ones that she was facing a serious illness? Ridge's unease continued to grow as he decided to find out the truth, and to do that, he needed to meet Lee in person. This week, Ridge had an important meeting with Lee. He could not let Taylor's condition remain a mystery for long, and he believed that Lee knew the truth. Lee initially did not want to share the information with Ridge, perhaps for professional reasons, or perhaps because she had promised to keep Taylor a secret. But with Ridge's insistence and concern, Lee may have finally realized that this had gone beyond personal privacy to a matter of life and death. Lee clearly understood that Taylor's health was at an alarming level, and she could no longer hide it. Despite the difficulty, Lee decided to reveal the truth that Ridge needed to know. This would be a huge shock to Ridge, who had always thought that Taylor was strong and resilient, but it turned out that she was facing a serious illness. Could the secret that Taylor was trying to hide be that she had heart failure? This could be the reason why Taylor felt that her time was limited and had made these recent cryptic comments. Heart failure is a serious illness, and could explain why Taylor chose not to share this information with her family. Perhaps she didn't want to worry her loved ones, or maybe she hoped that she could face this disease quietly without anyone knowing. How will Ridge deal with this shock after knowing the truth? Will he be able to help Taylor overcome this dangerous disease, or is the truth so heartbreaking that it could push the Forrester family into a bigger crisis? The revelation of Taylor's heart failure may cause Ridge to rethink his relationship with her, although the two are no longer a romantic couple like before. The love and attachment between them has never disappeared. Ridge may feel regret for not realizing earlier that Taylor is having serious health problems. What will he do to help Taylor in this situation? Does Taylor have enough time and energy to fight this disease? And how will she face the future when her life is gradually passing before her eyes? Police Officer Baker, who is in charge of the Luna case, announces that a new lead has emerged. This opens up the possibility that the case is not as simple as everyone thought. Initial evidence suggests that Luna may be involved in a series of mysterious murders, but now the police are faced with a more puzzling situation. If they find evidence that the victims of the case were killed with the same poison, this will complicate the investigation, as it is impossible to determine whether Luna is actually the killer. This new lead not only confuses the police, but also leaves the audience asking the big question. Did Luna really commit the crime, or was she just the victim of an elaborate plan to frame her? The real killer may still be out there, continuing his crime spree with the confidence that Luna will be the one arrested in his place. A copycat killer could be the key to solving the mystery surrounding Luna's case. If someone is trying to continue the string of crimes that Luna is suspected of, this will take the investigation in a whole new direction. Not only is this person carefully carrying out the murders, but they are also deliberately using the same tricks and evidence as Luna is suspected of, which makes the police and those close to Luna suspect that she is not the mastermind behind it all. A potential scenario is that the real killer is taking advantage of Luna's amnesia to commit the cases and put her in a position where she cannot deny it. Luna may not remember what happened clearly, and this allows the real killer to manipulate the situation so that all the evidence points to her. This is a complicated and dramatic plot, making the case even more confusing. With these new clues, it is possible that the police have wrongly arrested Luna and the real killer is still at large. This raises questions about whether the legal system is at a standstill and whether justice will be served. Luna, who suffers from amnesia, cannot properly defend herself, making her an easy target for accusations. The complexity of the case extends beyond the search for the real killer, to the internal struggle of Luna, who may be trying to remember what happened but cannot due to her illness. Police Baker will be faced with the dilemma of not only having to reinvestigate the entire case, but also considering the possibility that the person they arrested may not be the killer. In a surprising twist, The Bold and the Beautiful reveals that the real mastermind may be Poppy herself. Not only did Poppy know about her daughter's forgetfulness, but she was also using this situation to escape the law. Poppy may have planned the whole plan in a sophisticated way, using Luna's illness to frame her daughter and avoid the police's pursuit. As a mother, Poppy should have protected Luna, but instead she used her daughter's weakness to carry out her criminal plan. Poppy may have used Luna as a tool to cover up her murderous actions, which not only made the story darker, but also put Luna in an extremely tragic situation where she was betrayed by her own mother and turned into a scapegoat. Poppy is an unpredictable character, and her motive may not be just to escape the law. She may have a bigger plan or be hiding some deep secret. Luna's case is not just a regular criminal investigation, but also affects the Forrester family, especially Ridge and Steffi. Luna is an enemy to this family,